What's cracking, guys? And yes, I'm coming back with this video after everything here. This is more just a video to test the waters because I don't have to be so upbeat and funny, but I'm able to at least talk and do something. I have another huge video project that I want to do and dedicate to my dad. And that's going to be coming up real soon here, so look forward to that. It's basically a year's worth of content and hard work being poured into this one video, and I hope you enjoy it. But for now, let's roll that intro because we have a lot of stuff to discuss. So the first big thing that we're going to talk about is the one thing that's going to get this video absolutely demonetized. Hentai Haven is back. If you haven't heard the news, yes, it's back. And the thing is, Faku is not in control of it. It's exactly the same as it was before. However, it's not permanently back. At least not yet. If you go onto their plan page, it basically outlines the following here. We're back, Hentai Haven 2 Electric Boogaloo. We're operating on our own. We weren't purchased by anyone. We're still the same HH you know and love. But we couldn't have done it without Faku, so we want to thank them first for helping coordinate things behind the scenes legally to get back online. It costs money, but it's worth it. Thank you, Faku. So yes, Faku hasn't quite gained complete dominion over this site. They just helped him out, which is pretty cool, honestly. That's pretty cool. Rival competitors actually helping each other out. But anyway, they go on to continue this here. Faku hooked us up with a ton of real anime licenses, and if we can prove to them that people want official off-brand anime, they're going to hook us up with a lot more. That's big. We promised them within 1 year we'd either go legit or go broke and shut everything back down. That means we need you to keep coming back to HH and watching. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone. Everything else is irrelevant. Our goal is to make 100% legal, 100% free off-brand anime streaming service. Better than any other legal streaming site you have ever seen. So yes, while they are back, it's still in jeopardy. The good news is now that this is completely legal. They have licenses. They're able to stream this stuff and get it to you for free. So you can watch as much of this off-brand as you want for free, which is great and feel good because you're still supporting the industry because they are providing ads. At least ad revenue, I should say. The comment section is back. A lot of the videos are back. The tags are back, and you know, just the fappy time is back. So if you guys want some good news, this is what I wanted to start it off with. Here you guys go. Hilarious how this turned out to be my back video too, on top of it. I mean, I don't even know what to say. And speaking of rival companies actually partnering up, well, Sony and Microsoft have teamed up to create a cloud gaming service. More specifically, they're going after the Google Stadia, which is touting itself to be a streaming gaming service, and so they decided, you know what? Let's team up and take out Google. It really is interesting seeing Sony and Xbox combine forces against a larger enemy. And Nintendo still doesn't really care because they make great first-party games and everybody loves them and their console is doing enormously well. And they're not really in the same kind of competitive market, so it really makes no sense for them to even care about the Google Stadia in the first place. However, of course, Sony and the Xbox should very much care. They rely heavily on third-party developers to make games for them, and you know, they don't want to see them go off to the new Google Stadia and the rival competition. So yeah, obviously, they're getting a little bit scared, and that's why they teamed up. Still, I don't really think that the future of gaming is with streaming things over a cloud service, mainly because of input lag and the such, so you can't really get competitive over that. So I don't know about, I don't think that's going to be a great thing first, but we'll see. And speaking of Sony, man, my transitions are on point today. Marvelous Entertainment, the people behind such esteemed games such as Senran Kagura, you know, those games that get you on trouble in freaking YouTube, can't even play that game. It's off the gaming section. Well, they turned down their projected sales numbers mainly due to the fact that Sony has been censoring their games heavily, which is, you know, what they rely on to actually sell their games. They've been based on the PlayStation for so long. However, yes, they are slowly coming to the PC market and also the Switch, uncensored, mind you, too. And it's mainly due to this new censorship that the Senran Kagura producer Kenichiro Takaki has given up on working at Marvelous, and he's just left the company because the restrictions on making his games. So the fact that Sony is throttling its own income sources and being forced to team up with freaking Microsoft in order to stay relevant just goes to show that, yeah, they got some backwards practices going on. Sony used to be the head honcho in the PlayStation 2 era. It's slowly going downhill. And yes, you can likely thank the rise of SJWs in gaming for this as well. And speaking of SJWs and video games, A Hat in Time. This is a game that I've actually streamed the entirety of, and I enjoyed it. Has a little bit of controversy in it as well over an Easter egg, a trans flag in their new Neko Yakuza DLC. Now, honestly, I don't think this is that big of a deal. It's just a flag, and I think I've kind of grazed over it when I was streaming the game earlier, and it really didn't bother me at all. However, the forum of A Hat in Time has gone completely mental. All it is just post after post about the flag, and messages are getting deleted, people are being banned, reviews are being posted on freaking Steam, and those Steam reviews are actually being deleted and modded because, like, apparently they're offensive, so they're able to delete negative reviews, which is kind of a problem. I don't think a developer should be able to flag and delete reviews of their game. And honestly, I have no issues with the flag, and I have no issues with the LGBTQ community. Like, you can be whatever the frick you want to be. I honestly don't care. Be an attack helicopter. Good on you. However, one thing does stand out to me here, and it's the fact that I did play this DLC. On stream, mind you, hoping to enjoy it, but the game did, in fact, crash on me twice. So I was unable to play the DLC. And on top of that, my save data, the completed file of this, was apparently deleted, so I didn't even have my save, like, able to play the game. I wasn't able to play the DLC because everything was gone. And to add on to it, it's quite clearly a trans flag at this point as well, because they've decided not to edit it. I thought maybe it was graffiti or whatever, it just happened to be that. But no, they decided to keep it, and, you know, like, that was actually deliberate. Otherwise, they would have changed it by now. And in all honesty, I'm not exactly sure why this flag is even in this world to begin with, mainly because it's an alternate dimension about Nekos. Like, not actually, like, you know, female human neck. No, I'm talking about actual cats. You know, like, these are, like, fantasy cats in this world. This flag does not obviously belong in this world. I don't even think it exists in this dimension. Adding on to it, I don't even think kids would know what that flag even means. They would just graze over it like I did. I didn't even notice it when I, like, passed over to get a timepiece. So why is this actually here? I don't know why that flag is in the game. It doesn't really belong there. And now adding this all together, the fact that I have game-breaking bugs of my entire save data and me being actually unable to play the game, and they decide it's more important to put this flag that bears no... It just doesn't belong in the game, and they're, like, defending this to the death rather than actually fixing their broken game, just shows, like, how much of a joke their development team is, and they should be embarrassed of themselves, alright? What are you doing? I honestly enjoyed your game immensely, but you've obviously shared that you don't care about your consumer by deleting my save files and me being unable to play your game. Instead of focusing on something that doesn't belong in your game like Nintendo has done and deleted all sorts of political stuff from their store page, why don't you actually focus on releasing a quality product? And for the final bit of news that I want to talk about here is that at E3, they have announced that Netflix is going to be holding a panel stating that they are going to be developing original video game shows. Oh boy. Let's just hope they're not like the live adaptations, but like the animes that they've produced. Those ones are great, okay? Let's not touch those live adaptations. So anyway, we covered a lot this time around here. Please discuss your opinions, thoughts below in the comment section. Try to keep it civil. Try to keep it contained. Don't go too wild. Obviously, you can, talk as much as you want, but like, just don't go start hating to people. All right, don't start just blind hate wars. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe for some more quality stuff in the near future here, and I hope to see you beautiful sons of guns again next time.
You crazy mother.